These new batteries from Core are amazing, but what makes them amazing isn't the fact that they have two of these new Pro power delivery ports or a regular port, and it isn't even the fact that they snap together. It's what happens when you snap them together. And just so we're clear, Core did send these to me to test and review and keep, but they're not paying me or sponsoring this video in any other way. And they actually sent them to me quite a few months ago, so I'm sorry this has taken so long, Core, but it has given me the opportunity to test these in an insane amount of different locations and different climates, and not just the normal cold Alaska winters time that you guys usually see me in. Now, I first saw these batteries when Core announced them at NAB in 2024, and I was super excited because they're 49 watt hours a piece. They snap together, which makes them super useful. But I was also really excited about the fact that they have these new Power Delivery Pro ports, or these ports here, which are essentially USB-C with power delivery. But the way Core's designed them is you can get these custom cables that then you can plug into these. They plug in really well. They're not going to just pop out super easily, but then this also negotiates voltage with whatever you're using to get the right voltage and supply proper power delivery voltage to your camera, whatever it might be. And Core makes a ton of different cables for this system that will then give you a bunch of different options for things that you need to power. Not only can you use these ports with the cables that Core makes especially for video and photo equipment, but you can also use them for anything that takes USB-C power delivery, like charging your phone or running a laptop off of them if you need to. The fact that you can use these in a really versatile way makes them super useful. And they also have a couple of these ports as well, which for the life of me right now, I can't remember what they're called. But so if you want to power something that has that, then you can, and it outputs the standard 14.7 volts or 14.5 volts, whatever that might be. But while all of that might sound great, and yes, the cables are pretty affordable, these themselves are not that expensive, and I've got to say, I have tested them in the desert, in the heat. They have worked really, really well. I'm obviously testing them now in the Arctic. They're working really well. It's not that cold out here today, but I have tested them at below zero temperatures, and much like the Core Nano X batteries that I've also tested and now switched most of my V-mounts to, these have handled the cold really well. And because they're all magnetic, they're stackable, they all work together, which is great. But when I said that what makes them special is not just when you snap them together, it's what happens when you snap them together. What happens is, all of a sudden, as soon as you snap these, you can see there's a bunch of contacts on the bottom here and recessed contacts there. So as soon as you snap these together like this, then all of a sudden what happens is this one is communicating with this one, and they are now sharing the voltage load. So this just became a 100 watt hour battery that is now powering my camera and this system. And you can stack as many of these together as you want to. I don't think you'd want to stack more than maybe 3 or 4, but if you want to, good for you. But now that they're all stacked, so they're sharing power, you can also recharge them just using any of these power delivery ports because they intelligently talk to each other. And because they're under 49 watt hours or they're under 100 watt hours, you could travel with a bunch of these and then create a much larger battery. If you stacked 3 or 4 of these together, all of a sudden you have a 150 watt hour battery or a 200 watt hour battery, roughly, not exactly, but you get what I'm saying is, you can suddenly travel and create the size battery that you need. So, most of the days, I can just run around with this. That's totally fine. It's more than enough. If I know that I'm going to be on a tripod a bunch, maybe I'll put it together like this so that I can just have a little bit more power and not have to worry about, changing batteries out or anything like that. So what Core has done is given us an incredibly versatile battery system that allows us to power a huge variety of devices via their custom cables, but also via just USB-C cables, power delivery cables, which is amazing. But there is one specific instance where you might want to choose V-mount batteries over something like this. And to talk about that, let's go back to the studio because it's getting dark. The sun went down about 10 or 15 minutes ago, and it's also getting colder. So why would you want to choose something like this Nano X V98 battery, which is a V-mount battery or gold mount battery, versus something like the Powerbase Edge Snap batteries? The answer to that can be pretty simple. If you have a cinema camera, like an FX6, and you want to be able to power something straight off a V-mount, there are a lot of plates and stuff like that available for cinema cameras like the FX6. Now, that's not to say that you can't use the Powerbase Edge batteries for something like that as well, because Core does make this plate, and it comes with a V-mount adapter on there, and then of course you snap the batteries on there, and now you have something that you can mount just like any other V-mount battery. Now, the difference here is that you will need an adapter cable to power off the P-tap port, so you can plug it in here, and then plug into the power port. Like so. Just like that, camera does power on and do everything like it should. But obviously, like, that's not quite as clean of a solution. And depending on what sort of V-mount plate you have for your camera, it may only have 5 volts out or P-tap ports, 2 pins. And while these batteries are fantastic, and I did a whole review on them, it'll be linked up in the corner here, and they do have power delivery out and stuff, you're still limited to 1 P-tap port and 1 USB-C and 1 5-volt port. Whereas the Powerbase Edge batteries are really built for versatility. You've got a P-tap port here, a P-tap port here. You've got 2 USB-C ports, which are also the PD Pro ports, so they will, work with Core's cables that are fantastic. And you recharge through these ports as well. Now, these will recharge at 45 watts, which is pretty fast. They actually recharge very quickly. And on these 2 ports, this will output up to 90 watts, and this will output up to 45 watts. So you have a couple of different power options there. And then, of course, if you are going to stack them together, now all of a sudden you have 2, 2, and 2 and 2. So you have a whole bunch more ports, and you can use any of these ports to power anything you need, which is, again, like, very versatile and very fantastic. So I'd say if you're working with something like an FX6 like I am, then yeah, this V-mount battery is great. But if you need a bunch of ways to power just about anything, including your phone or iPad or anything like that, laptop, and you also are powering camera equipment and you want to be able to just have a ton of versatility, then these Powerbase Edge Snap batteries are fantastic. And if you're like me and you travel a lot and having versatility is paramount to just about anything, then these Powerbase Edge Snap batteries are really excellent for that, because not only can you travel with more of them because they're under 100 watt hours, but you can also then build the size you need, 2, 3, 4 of these to have a 150 watt hour, not quite, but you know what I mean, or even up to 200 watt hours of power in one battery, but also the versatility of all of these different ports to be able to power whatever you need. And just like Core's other the Nano 98X batteries, it works with their VoltBridge ID app, where you can go, I want to read the battery info. It has a little NFC chip in there, and then you can see all of the information that the battery has, including its percentage, the temperature it's at right now. This one's a little warm because it's been recharging, how many cycles it's been, and the battery health. There is one thing that I hope Core is able to think about doing or do in the future, and that's make a V-mount plate like this, but that interfaces with these here to the bottom of a V-mount adapter, so that we could plug this directly into something like an FX6 and have V-mount power directly to it. I'm not a technical person in that regard. Like, I'm not an engineer. I have no idea how difficult that would be to engineer, but I think it would be amazing if Core could do that. Next, you're going to want to watch this video right here. I'll see you over there. As always, if you have questions, ask me in the comments below. Or you can join my live stream, which happens most Wednesday nights at 4 p.m. Alaska time, 8 p.m. Eastern. We can have more of a conversation. I can answer questions that maybe I didn't get to in this video. I'll see you again soon in the next one. Cheers.